First tonight at 10, a story new since 6. Safety in the skies and the threat. Dane County Airport officials say geese pose to airplanes. News 3's David Douglas with more on plans to kill the geese at Warner Park. David?
This is all part of an effort to prevent bird strikes, Eric. Warner Park on the city's north side is a well-used recreation spot and home to rhythm and booms. What it won't be home to anymore are geese. Birds, perhaps inspired by a place of flight, are all around the Dane County Airport. But Canada geese have become a feathered foe.
All we have to do is look back to the Miracle on the Hudson to see what sort of potential hazard birds can cause to aircraft.
Airport staff work to keep geese off the property, but scare tactics aren't working.
Everything from loud noises to lights and sirens to gunshot sounds, and eventually the geese just get used to those sounds and stick around anyway.
So in an effort to clear the air, Madison's Parks Commission has approved dramatic action.
80 to 100 geese will be corralled at Warner Park by USDA officials. They then will be taken to another location where they will be euthanized.
News that caught people enjoying the park by surprise.
I can't believe that I hadn't heard that before. And why can't they just relocate them instead of killing them?
We sought out wildlife expert and UW professor Scott Craven for an answer.
It's not really an option with the adult birds. Obviously, those birds have flown here from somewhere. They're quite capable of navigating, and they're quite faithful to an area. And chances are, if they took adult birds out, let them go somewhere else, they'd beat them back to Warner Park.
As for trying those scare tactics here, Craven says geese are generally too smart to be outsmarted.
It only takes a matter of a few weeks before the birds habituate to those tactics and realize that, hey, that's a bit of a bang here, but there's really no bite associated with it, and they'll simply be right back in the same areas.
Airport reps call this a pilot project, pardon the pun, to begin this summer and say they'll continue to work with the city on a good long-term solution. Food pantries, Eric, will be on the receiving end of this plan after being tested for safety. Adult geese will be ground into meat for those in need.
Yeah, and obviously they're not easily scared. But what about using dogs to scare them off? Some folks do that, right?
Interestingly enough, I talked to a whitewater company that does that this afternoon, and it does require many visits and isn't necessarily a permanent solution.
All right, News 3's David Douglas reporting. David, thank you very much.